Are you still with me?
All right.
Okay, so
and looks like we went live just in time for Raiden to have stepped away from his computer.
It is 685.
That sounds about right.
Be right back. I'm just blowing my nose.
No problem. All right, so welcome in, everybody. Good to see everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. Yes, we are giving Raiden plenty of crap for his fish slaying tactics, so hashtag. Not hearing you, Matt. Hold on just a second.
Oh, that's because I was muted. Sorry, I was just saying hashtag for the fish, you know.
Yeah. I figured that was coming. Alright, so we are back together and ready for episode 20 of the BOR.
I like how everybody's assuming these are actually real fish.
Just to make you feel bad, they are. They weren't gonna be, but now they are.
Now they are.
Now they are
Those fish
real
have feelings,
fish.
huh?
Yeah,
Hey.
fish have feelings. Fish are friends, not food.
Fish lives
I
matter.
not.
Oh. Alright, so let's go through and do an introduction real quick for everybody. I realized last week that I usually don't introduce myself, so I am Razmataz, the GM for our Cyberpunk adventures here in Cyberpunk Red. From there, Matt.
I was about to say, you don't need an introduction, because you're the man who needs no introduction.
Oh.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
But yes, I am Matt. I play Scotty Sims, aka the Rat. He is the wheeler and dealer of the group. He does a lot of the talking, and usually trying to trick his way through any situation he can. And barely making it through the last episode
Yep.
with all things intact. And let me tell you, there was a part where he was very close to just trying to shank Lobos. Like in my head, I was like, "Is now the time? Do I do it?" It came very close.
That would have been very interesting.
Yeah, no, I was real close.
Yeah, one of these days, so you might get your chance. How about Ring?
Hello, everybody. I'm Jenny. I play Ring, the crazy psychopath who just once again handed over her best friend and now has to deal with the fact that her friend is going to be most likely dead, possibly. So yeah, she's trying to figure that one out. And then for those who know this one, I have guests tonight. The one that wants to play.
He's got no thumbs though, so
He's
Yeah.
got
this is a thumbs only table.
Doesn't mean he won't
likes to talk.
try.
He likes to talk, though.
He has lots
Yes,
to
he
say.
does.
Awesome. So, Paul.
Hey guys, I'm Rob. I play Paul Lucero, or Raiden as most folks call him. He is part of the muscle for the group. Although it's come to light that he's equally a danger to his enemies and his allies. So he's I don't know. It's unknown what line of that he's going to fall on any given day. But one thing he is very partial to is his beer and his noodles. And right now he's like the rest of them. He's just trying to figure out what's their next steps, considering all the metric ton of bullshit that just got dropped in their lap. So we'll see. We'll see who he ends up killing today. Could be more fish. You never know.
Wow.
Not the fish. Please, at least try, like, I don't know, a small rat. This is Night City. There's surely rats around. Not.
And they ain't small.
As saying that, I realized that my own nickname was the rat. I'm like, oh, kind of played myself there, huh?
Yeah, there is rats around. We have one of them.
Mice, mice. Yes,
Mice.
completely
Okay.
different from rats.
But not by much.
So, quick update, a quick recap from last week. So, last week, our team's deadline for turning over Paradox to the BOR came due. They had an encounter with Lobos, which Scotty was talking about a little bit, and Lobos demanded that they turn over Paradox. They also enlisted the help of a contact that they have, a netrunner named Playboy, to help them try to not only get their base back, but to try to save their AI companion, Mr. S. And I have to add that Raiden shot the fish.
Yeah.
So Playboy encountered some other netrunners in the net while she was trying to do her thing. Scotty was able to talk Lobos into giving them time to get everything ready. So they attempted to transfer the AI in the system out of the system and into Paradox, and at the same time transfer Mr. S back into the system. Don't know whether that worked or not. They don't know what's going to happen with Paradox, and they're back in the base now after just watching Lobos and her crew drive off with their friend. That's the update. Brings us up to where we are right now. And with that, I am going to turn it back over to you guys.
I guess at this point it's probably Scotty, and I think it was before. Were all of us up there to hand Paradox over, or was Paul still downstairs?
Nope,
Or
I think
still in the
All of
base?
us went up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all of us went up top side. Yeah.
Okay, just trying to get my continuity straight.
Yeah, you
Just
left
I guess
about
this
handed
point-
the grenade back to him.
you left the fish down there all by themselves.
This poor
Oh, well.
fish.
They'll live.
So I guess at this point, they've come down from the elevator. They're back in the back of the base. Floor's probably still wet, so there's some splish splosh as they walk around.
Yep. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not like there's standing water, but it's definitely wet across probably 3 or 4 rooms at this point. The main lobby is where all the fish spilled out on the floor. A couple of them have been trampled at this point, but
Yeah, so Scotty's just looking all over at the mess the place is in, and he's just like, "This better have been worth it."
Worth shooting fish.
Well, I was gonna say more of handing Paradox over, but let's add that to the list as well.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just-
agree with you, kid.
Ring just kind of shakes her head as she's looking around. She looks over at them and she's like, let's just hope she's actually fucking right about that the switch happened. Because you do realize if it didn't, she's basically fucking dead at this point. For good.
Probably. Yeah, because I mean, not Lobos. Sorry, player slip. Playboy confirmed that the upload and the swap happened, right?
Yes, by all means, it should have worked.
Okay. Well, let's hope it did. All right. Well, I mean, he's kind of standing there in the entrance lobby and amongst the dead fish, and he's feeling a little like seafood. No, he's really not. He kind of he does head into the kitchen though, and he grabs himself a beer, and he kind of looks around. Is the I guess the bunker still kind of on alert, so to speak, or things like kind of calm down?
actually, when you get back down to the bunker, it is. I mean, the lights are back on. The turrets have been retracted. So everything. I'm not going to say it looks quite normal. Obviously, the tank's all blown out in the main entry room. But yeah, it's definitely not on the security system has been put on stand down as far as you can tell.
Okay. So yeah, Paul he looks around and he sees the dead or dying fish, and he starts picking them up and taking them to the trash, kind of cleaning up his mess.
And while he's doing that, this guy's just kind of thinking to himself, saying, that only bought us some time. Lobos is going to be back, and next time, she's going to be coming for us to bring us back to the Bureau as well.
Probably.
Yeah. And if she does, she's gonna get met with a bullet to the fucking head.
See, here's the thing. Lobos, not exactly someone you want to underestimate. I don't think you were there when me and Paul ran into her, but kind of a badass.
She's dangerous. I'll give her that.
I understand that. I will die before I go with that bitch back to the BOR.
Yeah.
Fuck that crap.
I'm right there with you, but
Well,
at the same time, we're going to have to be prepared for when she comes back.
yeah, I agree with that. But one thing that we're hopefully not forgetting is the fact that we got to make sure our Sebastian, is the one uploaded. So we gotta. I don't know. How do we figure that out? And he kind of looks over at the two of them like, huh?
I don't know. Sometimes just call for him. Maybe he'll just show up.
I mean, the security system at least isn't trying to blow our heads off now, so that's a bonus. She kind of looks around. Sebastian? Static. Hey, back to normal. Yay! Not.
Better than the security system's trying to kill us, so baby steps, you know?
Yeah. Right. We've got BOR breathing down our necks. I think baby steps are kind of out at the moment. We need bigger.
Yeah, we definitely need to confirm whether or not he's uploaded, because I mean he's the only one that has info on the bigger picture. I mean, honestly, we're still running blind, and that's honestly our worst. That's the worst thing we are right now, is we're running blind. We don't have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Well, most I can say at least is I don't know. Maybe he just, now that he's been uploaded, he needs time to integrate with the systems. I don't know. I'm not an expert on AI or tech or any of that stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Did Playboy ever actually say those netrunners went away? Or that they had just stood down?
That's a good question.
Because if they haven't actually left, that could also be an issue. Why?
Could be. I mean, what's the chances if they actually saw the transfer?
Don't know. She did say she blocked him out, right? Or something like that, I would assume, while the transfer was happening.
I think so. I think that's kind of the gist of it. That's what I got. Again, I don't know shit about computers, so.
She kind of looks over at the kid for this one's like, you were the one talking to him. Or her.
She
Yeah.
didn't exactly give me a play-by-play by every step, but I'd assume any netrunner worth their salt would probably try to block others out.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, have you actually even heard from Playboy since this whole transfer happened? Other than to tell us that the transfer was finished?
Not really. Been a bit more preoccupied with handing over Paradox and then wondering what the fuck we were gonna do now.
Yeah, don't remind me. Probably. Also, we might want to figure out some other way to talk other than for comms, considering the fact of, yeah, our little incident with said nuisance bringing her down.
Yeah.
Because that would be just our luck that she would find out that this whole damn thing was planned.
Well, I considered our communications secure before, but I do have a communications scrambler. Probably use that so that give you guys the only keys to descramble it. So even if someone is listening in, they'll just get a jumbled mess.
True. We should probably start implementing those. Huh. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean up here, and how about you get your, what you said, your bugs? Or scramblers, or whatever the hell they're called, you get those set up. And I guess we can
Maybe get a
sit
hold
down
of-
and form. Yeah, get a hold of
Playboy, see if maybe she can help us
There we
figure
go.
out what's going on with the Sebastian or Mr. S or whatever freak he's calling himself now.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll get the descrambler keys to you guys real soon. Shouldn't take long. Then I'll try to figure out what's going on with Playboy now.
Okay. So what are you doing, Scotty?
So first, I mean, he has the Scrambler Descrambler as cyberware in his audio suite. So I'm guessing it has like software to kind of auto generate some things.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty limited as far as range goes to pretty much you. I mean, with that cyber suite, but
so wait, what do you mean by that exactly? Because the goal, at least that what I want to do with it, is to pretty much secure our own communications, so that communications between ourselves is scrambled, and that only we have the keys to like be able to listen properly.
okay. We'll just say you can use a secure channel, basically.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of. I guess that's kind of what that does. So I guess in a couple minutes, Ring and Paul get sent the descrambler key and a channel to kind of tune into, so to speak.
All right, so you guys get that message from Scotty over your internal agent with the key. It'll all you have to do is accept it, and it'll auto upload to your agent. So
Wrangle. Accept it, let it upload.
Yeah, same thing with Paul.
that was way too easy.
It's fucking.
It's a cyberware meant specifically for that type of thing.
Fucking GM over there being sinister and shit. I'm watching you.
Then after that, Scotty's going to try to contact Playboy again. Just kind of how I guess Playboy. I mean, last he knew, Playboy had that direct link to his internal agent.
Yeah,
she's speaking through.
The direct link, you can tell, is closed.
Okay. So in that case, he's just gonna send her a text to the old Nokia agent.
Okay.
And just a quick message, like, it's like, hey, can you tell me again if that AI transfer was successful?
You send your message. You don't receive a response right away.
Alright, he's looking at it and he's like, well, hopefully she didn't leave me on red. Guess we'll just wait.
Man, got left on red. Rip. 2023 is still in effect.
Ghosting, just as devastating as it's always been.
Right? Ghosting never went out of style.
So after about 5-10 minutes, I mean, you guys got time to do your you're cleaning up the fish mess that you made there, Raiden?
Yeah, he's sweeping them up into the bin.
Throwing them away.
Ring at this point's just kind of wandering around aimlessly, kind of head up, like not really sure what to do.
I hope you read those. I mean, those fish have been down here for like 50 years, man. So you destroyed something there. But after about 5,
The question is though, were they real fish?
I don't know.
Again, I'm just saying my headcanon, just so you feel bad, is that they were real fish.
Did they have any catfish in there? Because that could make us some good eating.
Wow.
Waste not, want not, man.
Given the location and who knows what going on, I wouldn't trust it.
Probably not. It's like gas station sushi. You don't want to eat it.
I'd be more worried about what's in the fish themselves, and growing gills and all kinds of other crap.
But yeah, Paul's cleaning up the fish, mopping up the stuff.
So after about 5 minutes, Scotty, you get a text back. It's a single H. Nothing else.
Just the letter H.
Just the letter H.
All right.
In
This guy's
lowercase.
he's just gonna like cock his head to the side, with the raised brows, like, huh? And he's just gonna send back like H question mark.
Okay. After a couple more minutes, you get a reply. It's an E.
H-E. Again, he's like still trying to piece together.
Oh, she's playing Wheel of Fortune with you.
I'd like to solve.
Give me an E for 500, please.
You have 2 E's.
I'd like to buy a vowel. Anyway.
So this guy's just gonna send he? Are you talking about the AI? Like he? More of an it, really.
Did you text that back?
Yeah.
Little quicker this time. You get another response, and it's a single L.
So Scott at this point is like, are you okay? Do you need help typing? What's going on?
Are you gonna share any of this with the rest of the team? Or
I mean, what is he supposed to share? Like, she said H. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks for the update. He's just like, imagine they just see him like walking around, just like this confused look on his face.
Ring's
like,
gonna look over and be like, "What's going on?"
So-
H. He shows
So-
her the
So you send that long response, and you after it's a little quicker. I'd say maybe 2 minutes this time. You get 2 P's.
H-E-L-P and another P. Shit, there's more. If she's saying help, there's more than 1 P. Something's going on. He's just gonna type in like, "What's going on? Like, do you need help?" I mean, yes, I think I get help, but what?
Okay. So, Raiden, you're going through the fish, and you do find some, and there was a lot of fish in that. It's a big tank. 1,200 gallons is a big tank. So, you find some that you, I'm going to say, consider keeping. So, what are you doing?
I mean, he's making fish. Making
All
some
right.
fish sticks. Why not?
All right.
Fuck it.
So
He's hungry.
Ring, you see Raiden take some of these fish into the kitchen and start preparing them, I guess.
Making fish sticks.
Either that, or he just takes them in and throws them in the freezer because he doesn't know how to prepare them. But
He knows. Look. One of his guilty pleasures is watching the cooking channels. Okay.
She's just gonna face palm and be like, she fit moron. Anything you got, kid, that can get us closer to, figuring this shit out?
I think she's trying to spell out help. She
Wait,
added
what?
another. I think she added a second P though, so I don't know if she's trying to spell something else, or that's just like a "I really need help" kind of extra P.
So Paul pokes his head out of the kitchen as Scotty is relaying this. He's like, "She's asking for help, stupid. Get an address."
Yeah, that's. Look, she sent this to me one letter at a time. I'm trying to get anything out of her.
Okay, and the last time we talked to her, she was in the system. Glitch, maybe? She did have those 3 other netrunners she was dealing with. She could be fighting them off. We don't know.
Maybe. Again, I'm got very little to work on here.
So as
Old man
you're
strike.
just then, Scotty, you get what looks like it says 1224 south.
Is that set the 1224 south? That sounds more like a coordinate, right? That doesn't look like a street address or anything, right?
1224 south.
Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable on the way coordinates look, but that doesn't sound like a street
No.
name. So he's just gonna
Coordinates
relay.
are
It's like she's saying 1224 south.
I mean, that could be a street name.
Yeah, possible street address?
It's like, I guess we can try. I mean, I assume our agents would have little GPS for directions and stuff. So, imagine that probably wouldn't be hard to find out if that's a address in Night City.
There are 3 streets that have a north and a south.
All right, so let's look at that. It's like 3 possible streets that this could be.
Maybe see if we could get a little bit more from her? Or we split up and each check out one? Don't really think the idea of splitting up is very good, especially if we're still living with the BOR, but...
Yeah, Scotty's just gonna send the 3 different addresses back to Playboy and just number them 1, 2, and 3 and see what she responds with.
Takes another minute or 2, and she responds with Burgundy.
Were any of the street names?
One
Did
of the
any of them have?
one of the streets is named Burgundy.
All right, so what was that number? 1224 Burgundy South.
Yep.
It's like, okay, I got it. 1224 Burgundy South. So it's this one.
Ring will kind of move over and... Wait. Where the heck is that located at?
Let's find out. He just he looks at where the address is.
It is in Kabuki.
Fucking Kabuki.
Fuck.
Good old
We're-
Kabuki.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all ready to yeah. Fuck.
Well, she's in trouble. It's probably in our best interest to help. We kind of need her.
Yep, but we're gonna want to be prepped to probably deal with tiger claws.
Well, I mean, we were already prepped to fight when it came to Lobos, which ended up coming back to one, but at least we still got our gear on.
Yeah, well, Paul kind of heads back to the armory and comes out, tucking a grenade into a pocket.
Yeah, I better go refill all my stuff too. She's gonna slip off to the armory and make sure all her shit's stocked up too.
Okay. And how do you plan to... All right, I assume you guys are going to go to that address?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, she did help us out. Kind of can't leave her out in the wind,
But maybe we stop for some
especially because we
McDonald's
might actually
first.
need her.
Stop for what?
Stop
Oh,
for some
man.
McDonald's first, you know.
Oh, man,
Get a
trying to
Happy
make
Meal.
She's trying to make a fucking food run.
Pray the
I
damn
know we
ice cream
really
machine
need-
ain't
we
broke
need
again
White
for the
Castle.
20 millionth time.
Well, besides that, I mean, that's a given. It's a toss-up all the time.
I
Get some
know.
White Castle. Ooh, I could go for some White Castle. Damn.
Don't forget the fish sticks.
Joys of White Castle. That is true. I can't forget the fish sticks.
So are you guys going to take your vehicle? Are you going to call a cab? Are you how are you planning to get across town? Is
Ford
that-
Lincoln Mercury.
Ford Lincoln Mercury, baby.
or you
As
could-
great as Ford Lincoln Mercury is, we would have to pay him.
Yeah, that's true.
But we do have a vehicle right now, so I think we would probably take that.
I'm not
Yeah, we
driving.
have that armor vehicle.
when
right?
when have you guys actually ever paid Ford? I mean, I don't remember getting
I
paid.
don't think we've ever actually paid.
Scotty
Alright,
has,
here's
because
the real-
Scotty's
here's the
the
real
one that's always
question.
dealing with him.
Here's the real question: when has Ford ever actually brought the same fucking vehicle?
Never, but you know what he does bring? Spirit. And he gets the job done most of the time.
Fucking Christ.
Oh.
Who needs combat cab when you've got Ford Lincoln Mercury?
Yo, that should be his slogan.
It is his slogan.
Should be his
So
fucking
are
slogan.
you
Jesus.
calling Ford, or are you guys going to go hop in your ghetto cruiser?
I mean, I guess it
Ah.
depends. Do we want somebody that can get us the fuck out of there quick, or do we want to trust one of our driving?
I mean, hold on. Let me check my driving scooter real quick.
Ring's driving skill is shit.
No one
Paul's
rated.
not half bad.
No one. Yeah, I was
Not
just
bad.
going to say, no one rating. He thinks he's a good driver, whether he is or not.
Let's actually call Ford Lincoln Mercury. Let's call them up. The guy probably needs a job anyway.
This guy just like, you know, last time he was trying to get me into like, he was like preaching a religion to me. It was really awkward. So if we take him, you're riding shotgun next to him to deal with that.
Who, me or the old man?
You two decide amongst yourselves.
Ring points at Paul and goes, yeah, you get it. You fucked up this time, so.
How'd I fuck up? I just shot a bunch of fish. Who cares?
And tried to
He
knock
said-
all of us on our asses.
He
Actually,
says
no,
as
did
he eats his
succeed in-
fish sticks.
I just needed you to know
And
I love you.
while they're talking about that, Sky's gonna bring that forward.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Who's this?
Ford, it's Virgil. Need a ride from you.
Virgil. Oh, you need a ride. All right, I can do that. Where are you going?
We're going to 1224 South Burgundy Street.
Oh, yeah, 1224 South Burgundy Street. Yeah, okay. When do you need a ride?
As soon as possible. You'll find us in the usual spot.
The usual spot. Oh, yeah, okay. I know who you are. You're that fella. The one. No, not that one. You're the guy with the Mr. Stud thing, right?
What?
No.
Florida.
Never mind.
You
Never
gave me
mind.
a ride earlier today. Are you okay, buddy? Like, what do you? Are you on something right now?
I am. Oh, I am high on life. I'm telling you, I'm Ford Lincoln Mercury. There's nothing can get me down. I'm telling you. You need a ride? I can take you anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Where did you need to go again?
1224 South Burgundy Street.
1224 South Burgundy Street. All right, I'm on my way. I'll be there lickety split.
Sure, we'll be waiting outside for you.
All right.
Make sure he fucking brings a ride that actually has 4 wheels and an engine that goddamn works.
Scotty just like says like out loud to Paul, "It's like, you know that's not gonna do anything. He's gonna show up and, you know, it may very well be a clown car this time. You know how he is."
Jesus Christ.
As long as it fucking runs at this point, I don't give a shit.
All right.
Well, last time he actually had a semi-decent ride, so maybe
Don't hold your breath.
I really should. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from that guy ever.
Expect nothing.
As long as you don't come on a damn bike.
As long as you
Don't
don't
jinx
come
that
in
one, okay?
She'll walk over and knock on Paul's head.
Like knocking on wood.
All right.
So I guess after Paul is just like, Paul strangely doesn't react at all to the being knocked on the head. He's gonna be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wait out by the street for him."
All right. How about the other two? Are you guys heading up to street level? Are you all set to go,
Yeah,
Scotty? You're just gonna leave with what you got on you?
Yeah, I mean, this is like fresh off the heels of the near confrontation with Lobos.
Yep.
So he was ready for a fight, definitely. So I think he's already got what he needs.
All right.
But yeah, Paul's gonna head up with Scotty to the street level to meet their cabbie.
So you guys get up there, and it's like 10 minutes, and you see this vehicle come screeching around the corner, almost hits another car in the other lane, and pulls right up on the sidewalk in front of you. And it's this.
I mean, that doesn't look bad.
Oh,
all things considered.
it's
Considering it's Ford.
It's a nice vehicle. He's got
Yeah.
he's got music blaring in there. Pulls up on the sidewalk in front of you and rolls the window down. He's got, dark black shades on. A little scruffy, but Ford Lincoln Mercury is here. Let's go. We gotta go. We don't have time to be standing around. I'm a busy man.
Paul kind of hops into the passenger seat and finishes off his fish sticks, tossing the newspaper out the window.
Ring will climb into the back seat and she's just like shaking her head.
Yeah, Scotty gets in the back seat on the other side and he's like, "Okay, Ford, you got a nice one this time."
What are you talking? Don't be insulting my baby. Bessie
No,
here
I'm saying,
has
this
been.
baby's good.
Paul looks around and is like, "Oh, which baby is this one? Your fourth?"
I don't remember. Anyway, so we're going to 2242 Bahama Street.
No, 1224 South Burgundy. It's in Kabuki.
Oh! What do you want to go to Kabuki for? What? Why do you want to go to Kabuki? Ain't nothing in Kabuki.
We just want to take in the atmosphere.
Okay, all right. Well, I won't tell him. I can just drop you off down at Jig Street if that's where. I mean, it's okay. I'm no judging. It's okay.
No jig. Just 1224 South Burgundy.
All right. Yeah, Jig, not too much of a walk from there. Just a little ways. It's all right. And he steps on the gas, squeals the tires off the sidewalk, almost hits another car, getting back into his lane.
I feel like we can expect to hear like the police sirens in the horizon or something.
So it's been a while. It's been a while. So how y'all doing? I mean, everything all right? Hey, where's your friend go? That crazy white girl. Where'd she go?
Which one?
Ren just kind of glances up and goes, I mean, one of them's right here, but if you're referring to my best friend, yeah, don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
She's on vacation.
Vacation. That must be nice. That must be nice. Be able to take a vacation. Vacation's a good thing, I think. Right?
Sure.
All right. I can see that you're a talkative bunch today.
Uh-huh. All right.
So he just drives you down to Kabuki. The streets are tight in Kabuki. Most of the buildings are tightly packed together down here. Busy place. He drives around for a little bit before you finally come up to this location. And Ford, he's driving very fast as he goes looking. He's like, maybe that. Nope, that ain't. It's gotta be over here. Maybe it's that one. It's that. Whoop, nope, right here. And he slams on the brakes, right in the middle of the street, enough to throw you forward in your seat. So we are here. We are who needs combat cab when you got Ford, Lincoln, Mercury?
Yeah. Combat cab. Yeah.
Who needs them?
Now you make sure you go on that what is that? There's a thing. You got to give me a good review. I'm a legitimate businessman.
Sure, I'll give you a good one on Yelp.
Yelp. All right. Whatever that is, I take it. Wherever it is, I take it.
It's like what? Like Google reviews, Yelp. Like where?
I don't know. I just heard there's some site out there you can do these reviews and stuff. Why you ask me so many questions?
You the one asking for the review. Kind of should know the website we need to go to.
All right, we're
already
here.
Out of the car by this point.
Wise man.
You want me to wait? That's going to cost you extra.
This guy.
Like, well, and I think Paul's already kind of
Yeah,
out of the car at this point.
He's gone.
All
He's walked the fuck away.
All
He's
right,
heading towards the address.
So Sky's
Ring
just
just
saying,
kinda
well,
does-
Paul's the one paying, so yeah, you can stay. We'll let you know.
Ring just does this little salute motion.
All
And
right,
just follows after
all right.
Paul.
I just park around down here, around the corner over here. Yeah. You just yell if you need me. You're gonna have to yell loud. You're gonna have to yell loud though, because this sound system.
I'll probably just call you, but sure.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Right after you leave the review, right? You just call me.
Yeah, I'll find somewhere to leave a review. Sure.
All right. I am. Wait a minute. I am happy to be of service to you, kind sir. Thank you for your patronage.
Wait, trying to be a Delamain now?
What? This is, I'm Ford Lincoln. I don't. What is Delamain? What are you talking about? The robot bullshit. I am Ford Lincoln Mercury. Ain't no robot gonna outdo me.
Sure, okay. Just I'm gonna leave the car now. And he just
That's
opens
right.
the door and
Get out.
starts, heading out.
All right. So, busy street in front of you guys. I mean, this is, it's Kabuki. There's people all over the place. The building across the street from you looks to be the one you're looking for. It's a 3-story building. And it's, you know, fortunately enough, it's busy enough down here that nobody really takes notice of you three. Unless you got weapons out or something.
I mean, Paul's got a shotgun. It's not out per se, but it's not
Gotcha.
concealable.
So in front of the building are a couple of tiger claws. Obviously tiger claws. They have 3 or 4 vehicles that are parked around this building. It definitely looks like an apartment building. You know from the little bit you know about Kabuki that this area is controlled by the Nox, but the Nox are not really a active out in the streets type of group.
True.
So the major presence here is tiger claws, and Maelstrom can also be found down here.
Fucking Maelstrom, man. Like cockroaches.
Ring's favorite group. Not.
So Paul kind of walks
Everyone
up
loves the
to
Maelstrom.
he walks up to the entrance. He doesn't really pay any mind to the tiger claws. He kind of looks back at Scotty. He's like, "Did she give you an apartment number?"
Scotty shakes his head, but he's gonna send her a message, just saying, "We're here. What apartment?"
You don't get a response back this time.
Just shakes his head, it's like, nothing.
Roll me a perception check. All 3 of you.
Perception.
Mhm.
All right. A respectable 11.
15.
All right, stand by. That
Watch Rob outdo us
is
all.
an 18.
So, Paul, the others are just kind of, looking around, other than recognizing that there's tiger claws here. You see, on the second floor of the building, you see a window at the far end of the building that has what looks like a little bobblehead in it. And it looks like a Hello Kitty bobblehead.
Paul's favorite.
About 5 windows down from that, you see another window that's open, and some curtains kind of, a little bit of breeze and whatnot blowing in there. And 1 floor up from there, you see a 3rd window that has a red light in it. Yes, it's the middle of the day, but it's got a red light in it.
Okay. So we got Hello Kitty bobblehead. We got the red light one, and then what's the other one? What was the other one?
Hello Kitty bobblehead. You got curtains blowing with the open window, and then you got the red light.
All right. So Paul and like what floor? Because this is a 3-story building, right? What floors are these on, respectively?
2nd and 3rd floor.
Second. All right. So Paul's like, well. So he basically counts from the edge of the building, counts each of the rooms to kind of get an idea of where they're at. He's like, well, let's start on the third floor, work our way down. Motherfucker. So he heads on in.
You're just
We'll
gonna
follow behind.
walk through the front door?
Yeah, well, right through the front door.
Okay, well, you come walking up to the front door, and these gentlemen at the front door move up in front of you. One of them just kind of gets in front of you and puts his hand out. It's like, building's closed.
Right. But see, I got a friend of mine who told me to meet him here.
And I care why?
You know, today's that day. And he steps up real close to the guy. He's like, you care, because if you don't move, I'm going to shove this shotgun so far up your ass, I'm going to use your teeth as ammo.
Okay, so what are you other two doing? You're watching this scene play out. I do have a curious question for you guys really quickly. Why is it always Paul that initiates these conversations? Haven't you guys learned anything yet?
I don't know.
Because the man's
Yeah.
proactive, and he likes to take charge. Does that mean he makes the best decisions? No, but he's the one to make them.
To be fair, Ring is not the one to be making those decisions because she'd probably just be charging in guns blazing. So
Yeah. So, like, as soon as Paul does that, Sky's kind of stepping like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's settle down a second, all right?
Okay, and Ring, what are you doing?
he's just standing there kind of watching the whole scene.
Odd or even, Paul?
Even Steven, baby.
All right. So this guy is kind of eyeball, stare for stare with Paul for a moment. Like he's debating. And then when Scotty moves up, he kind of backs, not like backs off, but just kind of backs up a little bit. You better get your friend here under control. Or he gonna be food for the fishes.
Paul just laughs. Oh, the irony in that statement.
Scotty manages to suppress what otherwise would have been like a smirk to come across his face. And he's just like, yeah, I hear you, but look, that's how important it is that we get in there. So we can say this never happened, and we go our way inside, and you just keep here standing here looking tough.
100 eddies each.
So at this point, Sky's gonna look at him, go, how about a different proposition? See, I got something, bit of a collector's item. And he pulls out the very unique bottle opener he got from the tech shop.
Ring's at this point is just gonna shake her head and flip him the 100 eddies and be like, okay.
It's like, no. Just I got this.
She
Okay?
can go in.
It's like,
You
okay.
pay.
No, okay. Now, as for this,
Oh,
he kinda
Paul walks
points.
past him, claps Scotty on the shoulder, pay the man, and just walks right by him into the into the building. Or he tries to, rather.
Give me a brawling roll.
All right, brawling it is.
And
Where are
Ring
we?
step in right quick and just kind of throw him the eddies and be like, I've got him. You're on your own, kid.
200. He love you long time.
Paid extra. Gotta pay extra for that one.
You gotta say Ring's cheap. I'm offended.
Ah, it's paying extra for that.
Okay, so she's paying for you to get in. All right. Good thing she paid for you to get in. All right, so now it's just you, Scotty. You get in the building, you notice, as you two walk in, you notice there are two more of these guys in the lobby. One of them seems to be fighting with a vignette, like he's trying to get some freebies out of it or something. And this guy just looks at you, Scotty. You gonna pay?
Look, before my buddy's rudely interrupted, see this here? Kind of points to the ball opener he got from that tech shop owner.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
see the distinct design on this thing? This is a real collector's item, let me tell you. This easily worth way more than 100 eddies.
I think you trying to sucker me.
No, man, trust me. Listen, I paid premium mint for this one, but sadly, honestly, this thing's way too good for me. Real high class. And what would be more appropriate to roll for this? Trading, or persuasion?
I think we're gonna go with persuasion for this one.
Persuasion? Okay.
Yeah. You're not trading with him. Sort of.
Yeah. Okay. So persuasion. That is a 21.
Yeah. Okay. Solid.
Let me see.
All right. Scotty lets the man see. He hasn't given it to him, but he's like holding it up.
You want me to trust you, and you don't trust me?
Look.
I don't want your.
About... Okay, you know what? You want trust? All right. Here you go. And he just plops it in the guy's hand. He's like, listen, now, as I said, this thing could be worth a lot of money. You sell it on online marketplace, easily go for 2, maybe even 300 eddies. Honestly, the other 2 that just passed by, they're fucking idiots, because this whole thing could have covered all 3 of us.
So roll that persuasion again.
Again?
Man is solid.
That is a
Real
net.
good.
I just got a 36.
Damn, this entire club's about to retire.
In fact, maybe he gives me a little something extra to make up for the difference.
He looks at this thing, and he's listening to you, and he's looking at this thing. Just shut up. Go. And he stuffs it in his pocket.
Alright. This guy just like gives him a pat on the sword. It's like, you won't regret this. Trust me. That thing's gonna be worth a mint. And he just walks on past.
Oh Jesus!
All right, so you made your way in the building. Now what? You're all 3 of you are in the lobby. You have another guy in here who's just kind of eyeballing you while the other one is fighting with this vignette machine.
So Paul kind of watches him for a moment. He's like, you'd be better off just shooting the fucking thing.
This guy doesn't. He turns around and speaks in. It's not even Japanese. It's Chinese, Mandarin.
Yeah.
Do you understand Mandarin?
No, he kind of gives him a thumbs up and just keeps walking. all the fucking beef lo mein he got, he never learned Mandarin. He's one of those guys.
Okay.
Typical American.
Alright, typical fucking American.
So this lobby is relatively small. There's probably 5 or 6 vignettes in here. One of them looks like a Pacino machine. So a little gambling machine. Yeah, typical what you'd expect. I mean, it's Kabuki. You got garbage cans overflowing, a couple trash bags in the corner, one right at the bottom of the steps. Looks like maybe somebody pissed on the floor not too long ago.
Ring glances at said spot and it's just like, this is why I don't come this way. Or all
Nope,
under her breath, of course.
he just heads over to the elevator. If there is an elevator, I mean, it is only 3 stories, so.
No elevator, just stairs.
Then he just starts heading up the stairs.
That's the worst, guys. We're going home.
Look, fucking 3 flights of stairs ain't no bad. Try a six or more story walk up. That shit sucks.
You can go home.
Ironically, it was in Chinatown.
I was going to say, you can go home, but you're not getting your special bottle opener back. All right, so you start heading up the stairs.
Yep.
Where are you headed to?
Top floor.
Yeah, Paul's going to the top floor. He's just walking straight up to the top one, and
All right.
he's keeping in mind again. He counted kind of the windows from the edge of the building, kind of towards the center, to kind of get an idea of which door it is in relation to it.
All right, and I am going to have you give me a perception check, Paul.
All right. Stand by. And that is a fucking nat 1. 13.
All right, so you get up to the top of the stairs, 3rd floor, kind of eyeballing. You think you're pretty dead set that that's this door here. This is the one I need to go to. So
I'd say he walks up.
All right, you other two, what are you doing? Are you just following along with Paul, or?
Ring looks confused, but since she didn't notice the windows, she just kind of follows along and is looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
So he kind of walks up to the door and knocks on it, like loudly.
Okay. Scotty?
I assume Scotty's probably just following along. He checks his agent again for any response from Playboy, which I assume is none.
Nope.
Alright.
Odd or even, Paul?
Even Steven.
Okay. So you knock on the door really hard.
Mm-hmm.
No answer.
Paul kind of looks at the other two. He's like, she's probably jacked in right now, isn't she?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, considering the fact, the HELPP spelled out and that we haven't heard from her since. And we know of at least, 2 or 3 other netrunners that were in with her, and we don't know what happened to them.
He bangs on the door again.
Okay. Odd or even?
Even Steven.
And, okay, you hear some stirring around in the apartment, and on the other side of the door, and you hear it's a male voice. Go away! We don't want no Girl Scout cookies. Go away!
I don't. Ring will kind of look at him and go, I don't think that's the room we're looking for.
Yeah, probably not. So Paul kind of steps back and he's looking at the doors, however many there are, and he's kind of counting. Like he's basically trying to orient himself. Like, okay, southwest.
There's
kind of deal.
There's 4 doors on each side of the hallway, so it looks like 8 apartments on this floor.
Yeah. Sky's actually gonna speak to the guy. He's like, "Hey, pal, looking for a lady. Got some real red hair. Seen her around lately?"
Well, no one answered the door, man. He's on the other side of the door.
Well, yeah,
but
he can still speak through the door, right?
Okay, yep. You go in now.
Come on, just help me out here. Have you seen anyone like that or not? Just simple yes, no.
Odd or even?
Even Steven.
Fucking rigged, man.
So, the door cracks open just a little bit. Just enough that you can see like a sliver of the guy's face. What you want?
Looking for lady. Real red hair. Goes by Playboy. Have you seen her?
He kind of whispers something into the room. Your audio suite kind of picks up part of it. He's like, "Your name not Playboy, is it?" And he looks back at you and says, I know no Playboy here. You go away now.
I wonder if they even make those in 2077.
Sorry, my audio cut out for a bit, before he said to go away now. What were you saying just a second ago?
No Playboy here. You go away now.
Alright,
And he goes to shut the door.
Okay, can I roll a human perception to tell if he's lying or not?
Well, you can roll a human perception check, sure.
Yeah, alright. That is a 17.
Alright, so, this guy seems sketchy. And something's really just not right here.
Alright, so... I think before the guy's able to fully close the door, Scotty puts his foot, between the door and the door frame to stop it.
And while Scotty does that, Paul's gonna put his boot to that fucking door.
Are you just gonna crush his foot with that?
No, he's gonna kick the door in.
Okay, go ahead. I am going to have you roll a melee attack on that, though.
A melee attack or brawling?
Yeah, brawling's fine.
21.
Okay. All right, so, Scotty, you stick your foot in the door to stop this guy from closing it, and, up from beside you, you feel the presence of Paul as he just comes in and kicks that door. The little Asian guy on the other side, who you now can see is in a pair... this guy's standing here in a pair of boxer shorts, a cutoffs, basically like a wife beater style t-shirt and socks. And he grabs a revolver off the table and takes a shot at you, Paul. Actually, each of you are going to get a shot. So, ooh.
Sir, I'm going to need you to stop rolling those nat
So,
10s.
roll evasion against a 25 there, my friend.
Who?
I think it's both of us.
Yeah, actually, go ahead. Both of you can get the 25, since you mentioned it.
That's fine. Where is it?
I got an 18.
All right.
I got a 21, and yeah.
You want to use some luck on that? Either one of you?
I don't got enough.
You know what? I'll burn the 4 luck for that one. Sure. Why the fuck not?
All right. So, Scotty, you take 13 damage.
That's bouncing off the armor.
Okay, so he takes one shot at each of you. You go away now! You go away! And there's a woman on the bed that's like right inside the door. And she starts screaming. Ring, you're out in the hallway watching this.
Yeah, she's finding the whole thing amusing and slightly
Why the
frustrating.
fuck? She's probably
Yeah.
like, why are these my friends?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like the fuck is with these idiots.
I don't really know these people.
Yep, pretty much. But she'll kind of pipe up. It's like, look, just answer their questions and we'll go away and leave you the fuck alone.
You go away now!
And just
I don't know nothing. I don't know. This is not this is woman, not Playboy. You go.
Why are you acting so shifty? What is that? Are you cheating on your wife with that woman or something? Is that why you're acting so weird?
Shh. Go. Get out. Go. Here, I pay you. Here. And he hands you 100 eddies. Go away.
So Paul's looking from the guy to the girl, and he's just looking around the apartment trying to get an idea of what.
Well, you see the red light in the window is turned off. No?
Paul's like, she's a hooker.
Scotty takes the eddies.
He turns around, walks out, closes the door behind him.
Ring just looks at us like, y'all are. I swear. Let
And then
people have their fun in peace, for crying out loud.
From that door, he looks around again, trying to get his bearings, and he's like, all right, well, I don't know, I don't think it's here. Let's go downstairs. So he kind of figures out which end of the hallway that the Hello Kitty is in relation to, so he goes downstairs. He just goes downstairs, he kind of motions it for them to kind of come with him.
Like,
Ring just kind of follows after me. He's like, can y'all, like, not fucking bring the goddamn building down on us, please? Like,
look, on the plus side, I've got 100 eddies.
We just recoup some of our losses.
Ring just palms again. It's like, the fuck
Paul
am I stuck
walks
with these
down
guys?
to the second level, walks all the way to the end of the hall,
Okay.
and kind of knocks on the last door.
Okay. You knock on that door. No answer.
Kind of tries it again, a little louder this time.
Odd or even?
Even Steven.
No answer. It was even, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Room
Paul's
service!
like- Room service, apparently.
Who wants to bust the door down? Ring grins at that.
Paul looks from Ring to Scotty, and he's like, y'all, either y'all can know how to break into a place, lockpicking anything, nothing. You? He looks at Scotty while he's saying this. It's like you look like that kind of scumbag.
And Ring's over here, like, doing this little fidget twitchy motion, because she may have a little experience with that. She kind of pokes her finger up and goes, I could take a try at it.
Yeah, first of all, you're kind of stereotyping a guy's type of, shadiness right now. But go ahead, Ring.
He's like, I mean, I did go break into a bunch of, cops' houses and fucking murder them, but, that's beside the point. I mean, sorry, what?
Also, you're
Paul's
asking that after you
kinda
already
like-
tried to kick a guy's door down?
Paul's kind of like, it's not something you want to lay out in public. Just so you know.
She kind of
I don't care. I personally don't give a shit.
So you guys are
See cops around, but okay.
having this conversation right here in the hallway?
But most of her conversation is kind of under her breath, so she's not like speaking like really loud.
Okay.
But she'll go
Paul
over
kind
and
of motions to the door.
she'll go over and I guess attempt to pick whatever kind of lock it is.
Maybe we'll find another affair.
Maybe. You never fucking know.
Try
Alright.
to go for 200 eddies this time.
Go ahead and try your lockpicking there. Harper, right?
Yep.
Okay.
14.
God damn.
All right. That's not quite gonna do it. So why don't you describe what that looks like?
She's gonna sit there and try to fiddle with the lock, and of course, I'm assuming the two behind her are still being noisy little buttholes, so she's just like, would you guys shut the fuck up so I can concentrate? She's sitting there trying to focus and listen to the sounds of the... As she's working, she's like, fuck, this thing's... Nope. Okay, just break the goddamn thing down.
This guy just motions to Paul. Saying, you like to break things?
Paul looks at the door and kind of... It's like, okay. So he once more tries to put his boot through the door.
All right. As you go to do that, you hear from the end of the hallway you guys came from. What are you doing?
Looking for a friend. And we think that something's wrong with her and she's in this room. And we really need to find her.
Ain't no friend of yours in that room.
Scotty's gonna approach the guy.
Well,
like,
he's approaching you as well. This guy's probably he's 6'2". Obviously has a cyber leg and a cyber arm. Probably some optics.
Alright, so this guy's gonna walk up to him, all official, like, kind of like straighten out his coat a little bit. It's like, look, buddy, we're private investigators. We're on a case right now. What we need from you right now is just to look the other way, because you don't want to be investigating with the case. You don't want to be interfering with the case.
Wayne just kind of looks over at Paul and like...
So are you using any kind of skill to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I could use persuasion.
Okay. I will give you that opportunity.
All right, that is a 25.
Goddamn.
You're a what?
Private investigators. Myself and my two friends right here. We're investigating a case right now for a missing person, and our leads have brought us here. So, if you don't mind, we'd like to investigate in peace.
Odd or even?
Even Steven. Boom, that's a 2, baby.
Who are you Who are you investigating? Who hired you?
I'm sure you'll understand if I can't disclose that information.
Paul kind of steps back and he looks past Scotty at the guy. He's like, is this your place?
Odd or even?
Even Steven.
Scotty. Give
What is it,
me
ODM?
give me a brawling roll. You are rolling against a 26.
Damn.
What did you do, Paul?
He asked him a
It's
question,
not the wrong
apparently.
person.
Alright, 26. This is almost never... Unless I do very well, it's 14 no.
All right, so this guy looks really confused as he's, maybe even a little afraid or shocked as he's talking to you, Scotty. You kind of get the sense like maybe you're getting through to him, kind of. And then Paul steps back and says what he says, and this guy... Oh, hold on 1 second. I just lost him. Got to get him back in here so I can tell him what happens. There you are. So this Paul steps back, says what he says, and this guy literally lunges forward, grabs you, and Paul, I need you to roll a brawling check, please.
All right. Can do. All right. Brawling it is. That is going to be an 18.
All right. All right, so this guy, you step back and you say what you said. This guy immediately lunges forward, literally grabs onto Scotty, and charges you with Scotty.
Oh, no.
Both
You just
of
had to open your mouth.
both
Just
of
became a
you
battering ram.
both of you take 9 points of damage, half your SP.
Okay.
So that is gonna be.
And give me an athletics check to see if you can keep your footing.
All right.
I'm going to assume that's at Paul.
Yeah, because you
So
are
15.
grappled.
Yeah. I don't think there's. I don't think I have a footing to retain at the moment.
That is a 15.
I mean, you just, this is probably somewhat surreal to you, so why don't you tell us what this looks like? And that's like borderline fail, so it's up to you whether you lose your footing altogether or just get staggered or whatever. What does it look like?
So he so Paul says this, and this guy, reacts the way he does. Suddenly, there's a Scotty, and this fucking Yahoo running at him, and he honestly was not expecting that. So he kind of takes it, he gets kind of bull rushed, and he doesn't get knocked off his feet, but he does get kind of pancaked into the wall a bit, and he's a little kind of like dazed, not completely out of it, but he's like, what the fuck? Who does that? Who the fuck does that? And he kind of looks at Scotty. I mean, they're like right there, and he kind of like tries to push him and the guy off of him.
Okay.
It's like,
I'm just gonna kind of step back with her hands up, with her back against the wall, try to stay the fuck out of this.
Go ahead and roll a brawling roll for me, Paul.
That's a 14. Goddamn, it's getting worse and worse.
Okay. All right, so this between the weight of Scotty, the weight of this guy, and I mean this guy's he's a pretty big guy, and he has 2 cyber limbs that you know of. You're not able to push him off. He staggered you just enough that you're not able to push them off of you.
Gotcha.
Scotty,
Okay.
you get to react at this point.
Yeah. So, just to add some of the image of the whole charge, Sky's probably like, "Why'd you have to open your mouth?" And then, bam! When they all collide with each other. And I guess at this point, after Paul tried to push back, but I think this guy's still got his hold on Scotty, or did he kind of like throw Scotty? Like,
No, he's got you. I mean, you're almost like face to face with this guy, looking into his eyes, and his eyes are, bloodshot. Completely. This guy's like a scared animal.
does Scotty have a free hand?
No, he's got a hold of you.
Okay.
Both arms. He just grabbed you by the arms and picked you up and ran with you.
Okay, so I guess Scotty's gonna use the old eye dart. Not the incendiary one. He's gonna try to hit him with the sleep dart from his eye. Since he's so face to face and intimate with this man.
We get another dart scene. Good. Let's go. Let's see it.
Hope he doesn't fuck this one up.
Yeah, if he fucks this one up, it's gonna be
I mean,
lights out.
the last one went well.
I'm gonna man.
Whoa, God. No damage?
I mean, a sleep dart doesn't do damage.
Oh, okay. Sleep dart. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Want to use some luck there, maybe?
I was gonna say it's one of those few times when you'd rather go off the DV.
I mean, if it's DV or point blank, but I don't know how that affects his chances to hit with the way Greg runs it. But I'll use 2 luck to turn that into a 17 and hope that makes a difference.
I'm gonna be nice, sort of, odd or even.
Even Steven.
Oh, boy. Hey.
And it never fails, baby.
Okay, hold on a second. All right, so Scotty and Ring, you see this. So Scotty, gets picked up. Both of these guys get driven into the side of the hallway, into the wall. You can tell that Paul's trying to push back. Scotty fires off his eye dart, and it hits this guy like right in the forehead. Not like right between the eyes, but right in the forehead. And you can see him bow his head for a second, kind of shakes his head a little bit. And he takes Scotty and begins to turn towards you. You're up.
Ring?
Yep.
Ring's like, whoa. Okay, hey, we just looking for a chick with red hair. We're not. We don't want to do anything with you. We
don't care about the Hello Kitty.
She looks at Paul like, shut the fuck up. I get it. These two are idiots.
Give me
with the red hair.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
there we
it.
go.
For 20.
Okay.
All right, so this guy turns. I mean, he aggressively turns towards you, still holding on to Scotty. And you can see that he's struggling at this point, because the odd thing for you, Scotty, is you're used to those sleep darts. Just boom, you hit, it knocks people out. This guy is not going down. But you can tell that he's staggered a little bit by this, and he seems a little dazed when you start talking to him, Rain. And he looks at you for a moment, eyes kind of watery, blurry. He's like, Sally? Sally, is that you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. And he dropped Scotty.
Didn't mean what?
It's okay. We'll be okay now.
Well, Scotty's like mouths to her, like, roll with it.
Ring in turn is like, I'm gonna kill this. Why always me? Like, okay, what happened? Just tell me what happened.
Roll persuasion for me again.
Oh, fuck!
Oh no!
Robot,
Okay.
give it, and robot, take
Well,
it away.
the nat 10 still counts for something. That's the thing. So, he's confused. He kind of shakes his head like he's starting to realize that he's confused. Well, I don't know what happened. It was an accident. I don't. Who are you? Who are these people? Why do you have these people?
They just some idiots I met that were kind and brought me back. Okay. They're just a couple of idiots. I get that.
Paul, you're up.
Paul kind of pushes himself off. up off the wall and kind of straightens himself out. And he kind of looks from the guy to Ring to the door, and kind of you see him mulling something over for a second, and let's see. He's like, "Hey, look, pal, we're looking for our friend. You know, can we help you?" And I'm gonna roll a persuasion roll for that. Is there
Okay.
anything we can do to help you? 17. Not bad, not bad.
Respectable
It's a
17.
respectable roll.
He said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. You didn't... You're not Sally.
I'm just looking for a young
Why can't you
lady.
people just leave me alone? Just leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Scotty, you're up. You can tell this guy's he's escalating.
So Scotty's gonna like kind of like put his hands up. He's like, look, man, it's just calm down. You're looking real tired. Looking real tired. You look like you should probably just go home and take the day off. Lay down. Go to sleep. And he's kind of like, his eyes just like keep going like between the guy's eyes, and just looking at the dart still sticking straight out of his forehead.
Oh man.
So is that a persuasion or?
Yeah, that'll be a persuasion.
Okay.
Oh god, not one. It's a
Oh
7.
boy.
Another 17, but not one.
You can see as you start talking to this guy. I mean, you can just see fury in his eyes. Just complete anger. And his right arm is a cyber arm. Out of his left arm, you see, I mean, it's a weapons grade ripper.
Oh
Just
my god.
pop out of, I mean, yeah, like weapons grade military, you know, in the back, something in the back of your mind tells you this guy is probably a vet. As he starts to step towards you, he starts to wobble a little bit. And roll me a d10 against your strength.
Strength?
Yep.
I mean, body.
Body, I'm sorry,
body?
yes.
Okay. I was about to say that.
What is your body again?
Mine is a 7.
Okay, roll me a d10.
Got a 2.
Lucky you. You catch him. He just falls forward right on you.
Hopefully he doesn't get stabbed by that fucking ripper.
Well,
And he's out cold.
Yeah.
Out cold.
Ring's like, search his pockets for a key.
I could try. I don't know if this was his place or not.
It's probably his place. All right.
This guy's
Paul's
gonna lay
kind of
the
standing
guy
there
down.
looking down at the guy and looking at the doors like it's either his wife or his daughter. Hedging the bet is probably his daughter.
I don't know.
Let's get a key. Let's get him inside. Let's get him. Hopefully, get some fucking sleep.
Yeah. So Scotty lays the body down and then searches it for a key and just whatever else. Just see if there's anything else interesting on his person.
And Ring's watching to make sure nobody else is coming that, can see what they're doing.
All right. You guys find a key. You get him into the room. The room is pretty sparsely furnished. It's what you would expect of a single bachelor type. There is a book, what looks like an old style photo album, laying on a trunk at the foot of the bed.
Ring will actually move over and kind of look through, considering the fact he was calling her Sally.
It's kind of in the beginning of it is you see some pictures. You see he obviously this guy is a vet. You see some pictures of him. You see some pictures of him in a young woman, kind of looks like, family, and a little girl, and different scenes, different places, happy moments, Christmas time as the little girl grows, and then the pictures stop and become drawings. And the drawings they're pretty good, but they're also horrifying at the same time. Something happened to this guy.
Ring, as she's looking through the photos, of course, little girl, dad brings back her own memories. She kind of reaches up and wipes at her eye a bit. And she kind of looks up and over towards the guy and then back towards the photos. What is she seeing exactly in, like, more the horrific drawings?
They're just dark. I don't really want to go into too much of an explanation for it, but they're dark. You get one of them is a picture of what looks like a silhouette of a small girl. And as you kind of look at it, it looks like maybe lights coming at the small girl, and she's got her arms up. Another picture is a man without an arm and a leg. And then in the next picture, he has an arm and a leg. You see another picture of somebody kneeling down like they're a prisoner. They're dark. It's definitely, some twisted memories.
Yeah.
Twisted further by his own mind, his own imagination, as he's drawn these things out.
She's gonna kind of look at these photos and she's gonna pull out one that was a happy memory, and she's gonna kind of look around, find a piece of paper, and she's just gonna leave a small note and like, hold on to the good memories. Just something to kind of help that when he sees it, to remind him that he's not alone and there's others that have followed through. And she doesn't know why she's doing this. It just, something about those photos triggered something with her, and she'll move over and lay the photo on his chest after they get him settled down, and she just kind of tucks the note into his hand, and she's like, let's go. I don't think we're gonna find what we're looking for here. But she's got this like real somber mood after seeing those.
Paul,
They might actually see her
Scotty?
makeup smeared a little bit.
So Ring is looks like she's leaving, guys.
Paul, is there a reason you chose this room, or did we just break into this man's room for nothing? This guy says as he just pulls that dart right out of the guy's forehead.
Just looking for stuff out of place, and he kind of walks over to the window where the Hello Kitty bobblehead's sitting at, and he kind of gives it a bop. It's like, this one seemed out of place. Well, at the very least, we help get this guy some sleep. Probably needed it, and he kind of walks towards the door and kind of looks back at the guy, and it's like, all right, come on, let's get out of here. He grabs the keys from Scotty, and he kind of lays them down on the trunk and makes sure to lock the door before they exit.
All right. I am going to take a short break right here, guys. Really quickly, I want to just go through something really quick. I added that piece in tonight so that we can have a little bit of a touch on the cyberpsychosis piece that is part of the game. Didn't mean to go quite as far into depth as what we did, but that's okay. I mean, it's RP. It goes where it goes. But I did want to add that piece in there so that we can get that experience for ourselves, for the audience, that, cyberpsychosis is a real thing in the Cyberpunk universe. And definitely we do have people in our armed forces that have experienced some pretty traumatic things, and please do be kind to those folks and treat them with respect. With that, let's take a 10-minute break. Sound good? Everybody can use the restroom, grab something to drink, and we will be back shortly with we only have one apartment left, right?
Yeah, it's
gotta be
staying
the one
on the same floor. Good, which is good.
All right, so when we come back, we will get into that and find out what is actually going on. All right.
at this bankrupt rock and roll. Ships are passing in the tide, riding high, my slides are shot. Metal burning beneath my skin, I'm chipping in, chipping in. Ships are buzzing in blood tide, riding high, my slides are shot. Metal burning beneath my skin, I'm chipping in, chipping in. Got my back to the wall, chipping in. Come on, hear my call, chipping in. I'm the man of steel, chipping in. Fucking feel it, I'm real. Justice gonna there'll be violence, gonna boost and hit the street. Corporate and fighting trolls, meet and greet and packing heat. Control spitting more than me. Can't be killed 'cause I'm ready dead. You stand tall, feed the ghost within. You're chipping in, you're chipping in. Ships are buzzing in blood tide, riding high, my slides are shot. Metal burning beneath my skin, I'm chipping in.
All right. So we are back. It looks like Paul is still away. For a
But how are
moment
we
here.
going to harass the residents of Kabuki without him?
I think you guys could manage.
I mean, he's the one escalating every issue. But all right, I mean, one place left to check out.
One place
based
left
on-
to check out.
Based on Paul's intuition.
I say we kind of need Paul to know where to go. Because
Yes,
he's the one that had figured it all out.
that's all right.
So we
Gives us a couple of minutes while we wait for Paul to return. So yeah, we had our emotional moment for tonight.
Yep. Ring's just kind of leaning against the wall outside the apartment, just like shaking her head, like that was fucked up. That was bad.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, that was almost. I mean, that was almost real bad. Like, you know, most of the time when I put a sleep dart in someone, they go down immediately. That guy, that took a while. Honestly, I don't want to mess with that guy again.
Ring just kind of shakes her head and says, "Cyberpsychosis fucked with people bad."
Yeah, you're telling me. As he's saying that, he's just kind of putting a new dart in his eye. The good old reloading of sticking a dart in your eye.
I can just imagine that. Absolutely.
Well, we managed to catch one guy having an affair on his wife. Broke into a depressed vet's room and knocked him unconscious. I'm trying to think right now how this can get worse.
Ring just kind of looks at him and is like, I'm not one for superstition, but go find a lot of wood to knock on now.
Yeah, Scotty actually looks around. Is there anything that even appears wooden?
Here? Not really.
You know what? She's gonna. I mean, Scotty's gonna do what Ring did early in the episode and just give Paul's head just a little knock.
Okay, that might be the most wooden thing in the area. Wow. So yeah, that was.
I started a trend.
That's the new thing now. We'll have to knock on Paul's head.
I'm sure he'll be up for it. I mean, he always let everyone bug cigarettes off him, so.
Let
know.
them? I think let is a very nice way to put it.
I kind of like the idea I came up with earlier with adding a title for him and calling him Paul Raiden the Fish Slayer. Lothario. I don't think
yeah, definitely Fish Slayer. Hashtag for the fish.
I don't know if he would go for it though. There he is. Welcome back.
Wait,
Are
there
you?
he is. You're muted.
Am I still muted? No.
There you go.
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got a steak on the grill, so I might be back and forth a little.
Oh, all right. Well, we need you right now because you're the only one who knows where they're going.
Oh, no, don't worry. I got like another 4 minutes or so. But yeah, he, so as Scotty knocks on his head, he kind of gives him a look.
He's like, what? No wood around.
Ring just kind of looks at Scotty. He's like, he's already tried to shoot you once. Shot at somebody else a few times. I'm like the only one he hasn't tried to shoot yet. So yeah.
Yet.
Word. Yet.
Also,
So Paul kind of he starts counting like the doorways from that last the last apartment that they went into and to the correct door. I think it was over two windows.
Yep.
All right. So he counts over and he walks in front of that one and he knocks on it, loud as usual.
Okay. Again, no answer.
Is no one fucking home? He checks his agent. He's like, it's the middle of the fucking day. Oh, they're
Rinko
probably
looks at him and
working.
is like, if she's jacked in, she wouldn't be able to answer.
All right. Well, he kind of looks back at Ring. He's like, well, you want to do the honors? I mean,
Watch my fucking back this time so no freaking cyber psychos come at me.
yeah.
hey, he came at me. All right, you were safe and all that, but let's hope this apartment is the one, and we're not about to harass some other poor person. Even I'm starting to feel bad.
Ring just looks between the two of them and she just like shakes her head and goes to pull out her lockpick tools and goes to try to pick the lock.
Okay. And you play with it for a little bit, Ring, and you manage to pick the lock.
As it pops open, she'll kind of step back and go, have the honors. I'm not getting shot in the face.
As you pop the door open, you're immediately... It's not like super hot, but you can feel the heat coming out of this room. It's hot in there.
She's like, oh shit, it's hot.
Paul's like,
Like,
yeah,
uncomfortable
this feels about right. And he kind of he steps kind of to the side of the door, not right in front of it, like right next to him. He kind of nudges it open with his boot.
Inside is, I mean, it's an efficiency style, what you'd expect of an apartment in Night City. Maybe a little bigger. You see a similar setup to the other apartments you looked at. As you open the door, or door kind of opens in this way, you see a bed there. And at the end of the bed, basically filling the rest of the room, is all equipment. There's a large net running chair, high end, bunch of running servers, screens, all decked out. Huge amount of equipment in here. And heat. It is super hot. And you see a female, not strapped in, but laying in this chair. The windows are mainly covered in here, except for the one that has just a little bit of breeze through it, with the curtains kind of moving back and forth. And when you move up close, old man, leave it to old man Garrett. When you move up close to this chair, you see Playboy in a full net running outfit, obviously jacked in, hard jacked in, and just covered. I mean, sweat is beading off of her. Her skin is like a red.
And so Paul's, he moves in, he kind of clears the room, make sure there ain't no surprises, and he's looking down at her, and he's like, anyone know how to unplug her? Because I sure as fucked out. And with that, I'm going to step away, but I have my headphones on.
Ring's gonna move over and kind of start looking over it, see if there's anything that she might recognize that could help them.
What are you looking for?
Maybe any loose wires, anything that would like indicate maybe a damage to the chair, something that would cause her basically to stay trapped inside, not be able to, or even computer screen or something that would hint even a little bit at what possibly is going on.
Everything looks like it's in working order. I mean, Everything is running. You don't see frayed wires. Nothing. I'm gonna have each of you roll a perception check for me.
All right.
Actually, no. Wait. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna have you roll reveal conceal.
Okay. I'm better at that. Unfortunately, my roll was not better. That's a 14.
Okay.
Nat 10 for a 25.
Rings
God
got it.
damn. I was gonna say, Greg, if you want to roll mine, I think I have a +6 or something.
That's what mine was.
Oh, hold
I
on.
know.
I will roll that for you. So, Scotty, we're gonna start with you.
All right.
You know, looking around this place, I mean, you're so great with technology and whatnot that
His
it's
specialty.
Yeah, this is way beyond. I mean, this is almost like a nightmare for you because holy Nikes. So, what are you doing in here?
So I think Scotty, I think just because of how bad he doesn't even know really what he's looking at in the greater scheme of things. Like he knows it's those those netrunner chairs that helps them deep dive, but he doesn't know anything about them, like their parts or any of that. So it's one of those cases where you just like he can see the whole thing, but it's just he doesn't know what he's looking at, so he doesn't even know where to look to find what's wrong.
Okay. Paul, same thing. I mean, you've seen lots of hardware in your life, but I mean, this looks, for as neat and orderly as the command center is in the bunker, this looks, because of the fact that it is all raw equipment, I mean, this feels even more high-tech than the bunker.
Yeah, Paul's in the similar boat as Scotty, where he gets the gist of it, but he has no idea where to start.
Ring, as you're looking around at everything, kind of feeling cables and whatnot, looking at the hardware, trying to figure out, what's wrong with this, the monitors catch your attention. Most of them look like just strings of text, X's, O's, 1s, 0s, different feeds. But there's one monitor that catches your eye, and it has a blinking cursor on it. Otherwise, the entire screen is blank except for just 2 lines. One line is HELPP, and then immediately after that is... Actually, 3 lines, sorry. Immediately after that is the address of 1223, I believe, south. And then the 3rd line is Burgundy.
So there's where the message came from. She's looking at the monitor and kind of looking over all the stuff. No frayed cables, nothing like that. This is the only thing that's different is the screen. And she's kind of shaking her head and she's like, it's got to be something on the inside that's keeping her trapped.
Well, don't suppose any of you able to, I don't know, jack in and see what's up? I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
And it's like, I've got a very, very, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm expert at it by any means, but
Paul just shrugs. He's like, "Look, man, I've no fucking clue. I'm better at dealing with cyber psychos than I am with this stuff. This might as well be fucking alien to me."
She's like, well, I mean, if you don't have a clue of what you're doing, it's a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, that's about what I gathered.
As you get close to her in the chair, you can feel the heat coming off of her, even in this hot room.
She's overheating.
Scotty's gonna look around, see if if there's like a fridge with some ice in it, or if there's a cloth he can wet with cold water, anything like that.
Yeah, you do find there's a small like bathroom area there. It's just got a like curtain to divide it off. You do find some hand towels, some larger towels, cold water in the sink.
All right, so he's gonna just grab the lot of them because with how much heat she's putting off, probably gonna need more than just one cool towel. So he just runs some cold water and soaks pretty much as many as he can.
Okay. All right. Hey, you gonna put them on her? Or what are you doing with them?
Yeah, he's after he finishes kind of soaking them all, he's gonna bring them out to her and he's like, listen, I don't know how any of this stuff works, but what I can do is at least help keep that body cool.
Ring will kind of help guide him on where to put them so as not to damage the machine. Because, water, electricity, not a good thing.
Okay. You guys, cover her with the towels, cold, wet towels to try and help cool her down. Okay.
It's like, all right, do you have any other ideas? Because I feel like if we just unplugged her, that's flipping
You'll
a
kill her.
coin.
Yeah, you'll more than likely kill her.
Paul starts looking around for anything like
Rings-
ice or anything to help cool her down.
He's already...
Find some. You find some like 2 ice trays in a little mini fridge.
Make her drink while she's stuck in there.
Is there a keyboard attached to the monitor where the 3 lines of text are?
There is.
Ring's going to very cautiously see if she maybe can type out and get a response from her.
Okay. What are you typing in there?
Give us a clue what's going on.
Okay. You type that in, and a few seconds later, I'm stuck.
She's like, okay.
I need you to unplug me. But first, you have to cool me down. Oops.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I gotta.
we lost her. And she's back.
Gotta bring her back.
Just a hiccup.
Yeah. Welcome back.
There you are.
Okay. Ring will look at the others like, okay, we've got to get her cooled down. And then, according to her, unplug her. But we need to get her cooled down first. So find whatever you can. Start banging on apartment doors if you got to.
Alright, well, what do you know? I was already doing the right thing. she's kind of like helping, kind of like get some of the towels, almost like kind of just washing the body. You know, wipe up some sweat and sort of place one at the forehead, obviously.
Ringo, type in, how will we know when we got you cool enough?
There's a hypo in the medicine cabinet.
Ringo, relay that to the others. Like, got the hypo. She said there's one in the medicine cabinet.
Paul grabs that.
She'll relay back, okay, we've got it. Walk me through what to do and we can get it taken care of.
Hit me with it.
She relays that to the guys, like, go for it.
So Paul walks up to her and jabs it in her thigh.
Okay, and that's, the body reacts to being jabbed in the thigh, but you begin to, within like a minute or two, you begin to see a difference. Her body temperature coming, the skin isn't quite as red.
Okay.
Body temperature starts coming down.
Ringo, relay, you know, we're starting to see signs that your body's cooling down. Are you sure unplugging you is going to be the right thing to do and it's not going to kill you?
I hope not, is the answer you get.
Ring just kind of looks at the response like, you and me both.
And she,
All right, you ready for this?
well, before you get the I hope not line, and then another line of text shows up, and she says, you're going to have to look after me for a while. This isn't a quick recovery.
Ring kind of looks at the other two for a moment, and she's like, well, we haven't met formally. I'm Harper. And she actually gives her actual name. She's like, I've got you covered. You've helped save our ass. We'll make sure you're taken care of.
Potentially.
So
She's doing this through text.
right. So the response is, so you're not the rat.
No. He's here, but no, I'm not the rat.
Are you female?
Yes.
I mean, with a name like that, come on.
I mean, you never know.
I think there could be dudes named Harper.
After you answer that question, she says, "Okay, let's do this."
All right. See you when you wake up. And she'll move over and she's like, okay.
So
Once we get her
you unplug her, and her body immediately goes into like a seizure.
Okay.
Scotty's going to kind of like brace her head, like the back of her head, so she doesn't hurt it.
Ring's gonna actually encourage them to get her to the floor where she's not going to risk smacking herself.
Yep. Paul reaches over and kind of wedges a piece of cloth between her teeth so she doesn't bite her tongue off. And then they move her down to the floor.
Okay, that doesn't last very long. It's just the shock piece to it. And you now have a what appears to be peacefully sleeping redhead laying on the floor of this apartment.
Ring takes a deep breath and she's like, all right, we need to get her back to base. I'll take her, y'all cover my ass. And she looks at Scott and she's like, don't argue, I told her I would make sure she stayed safe. I'm not going back on this, so just make sure my ass is covered.
Okay, sure, but so we're looking after her now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure, I'm fine with that. So hopefully her brain's all still there.
We'll find out when she wakes up. It's hopefully. And Ring will kind of scoop her up and look at you guys and go, "Let's get the fuck out of here, cause yeah, Tiger Claw territory. Fuck this shit."
Paul's like, all right. He kind of looks around at the equipment. She's probably gonna want us to lock up so her shit don't get stolen. So yeah, let's do that. So he again he grabs up all the stuff. He actually looks around also for like clothes, like if she has any clothes in the room. He kind of grabs a bag and starts shoving some shit in there.
Okay.
And he kind of, as they're walking out, he kind of, again, the same thing he did with the other guy. He locks the door before he leaves and just make sure it's locked up.
All right. So yeah, you guys walk out carrying this woman and a bag of clothes.
Pretty much.
All right.
I mean,
And I don't know if she's got like a cyber deck around or something to pick up.
Yeah, there's something that looks like that for sure. You gonna grab that, Scotty?
Yeah, he's gonna grab that.
Okay. Looks like a fancy one, from what you can tell.
Probably wouldn't know.
Probably looks the same shit to him.
All right.
Yeah, Paul is walking out with the bag, and hopefully the Tiger Claws don't say no shit, because he is ready to shoot somebody now.
We're gonna skip you guys back to the base. So you you hail Ford Lincoln Mercury, who proceeds to tell you that he's going to have to charge more now because there's more passengers.
Ring just kind of rolls her eyes, is like, whatever, and she'll get her settled in the back seat.
You all my favorite customer. Absolutely. Except when I get shot at. I don't care much for that.
Yeah, most people don't.
Well, then let's get out of here so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, he takes you guys back to the hotel, and drops you off. So, hey, you got all this parking here. You mind if I park here? I can park right here. It'll be all right. I'll take care of everything. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Ring kind of looks at him for a moment. It's like, if we have trouble come our way, I'm hunting your ass down.
Well, I'm a businessman. No trouble.
Ford, level with me real quick. And he kind of leans in, like whispers, like, "Is this one yours?"
Wait, of course it is. They're all mine. What are you talking about?
Look. Just level with me real quick. I won't tell anyone, but if this is another stolen car, do not leave this here.
Whoa, what? Whoa. You think you think so lowly of Ford Lincoln Mercury? You think I'm stealing cars and
That's how we met, Ford. Okay?
Let's get this.
I don't want people coming to my doorstep because of this.
Let's just get something straight right now. Yeah, I am not a thief. We'll just get this out of the way right now because it's important. I am not a thief. Don't you be calling me a thief.
He just strategically transfers equipment to an alternate location.
Well, sort of. This vehicle right here is on loan. See?
From who?
See, it's on loan to me, and I borrowed the vehicle with the intent to return it. See?
Look,
it's
there's
not
a Burger
stolen.
King a couple blocks down. You can
Okay.
park it there.
Again, from who?
The guy that owns it.
Yeah, who's...
Look, it doesn't matter who. Just don't park it here. There's a Burger King couple blocks down. Just park it there.
All right. So I understand. No trust. I got it. Okay.
And she kind of shakes her head. She's like, I'm gonna go get this one settled. And she starts making her way towards the bunker.
Paul looks at Ford Lincoln Mercury and he kind of hands him 100 eddies. He's like, just park it in the corner. All right, get yourself a cover, throw it over that thing. Keep it out of sight.
All right. I'll do that. I'll do that.
So you return it back to the guy you borrowed it from. Yeah.
Right. You understand. Good man.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the base. Now, when you get down to the main entry area, the main room that you enter off the elevator, you notice a couple of things. One, all the water and the fish and the stuff that came out of the fish tank has been cleaned up. Fish tank's still busted, but there's no glass all over the place, no water, no stuff from inside the fish tank. It's all gone, all cleaned up.
Sebastian might be back up the line.
Yeah. Y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna go drop her at with the dock and make sure she's got everything she needs.
Okay.
We put her in the med bay, but pretty sure the doc went into hiding ever since Sawyer got iced.
It's still better than shoving her up in a room where we can't really keep an eye on her.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea.
So Ringgold toddle off towards the med bay to get Playboy settled.
Okay. And what are you guys doing?
I guess Sky's just gonna call out like, Mr. S, you up and running?
Okay, where are you at?
I think at this point they're probably just like the lobby, right?
Yep.
Like before,
Yeah,
you could pretty much call to him like pretty much anywhere, right?
Yep.
So location shouldn't matter too much.
So you're in the lobby and you call out, nothing happens.
Paul kind of walks into the command center and hey, Sebastian, you around? You still alive? Did you get deleted? What's up?
I am. Good to see you, sir.
Okay. So everything went all right.
Everything went perfectly.
Okay. So he kind of looks at Scotty. He's like, how do we know this is the real one?
I don't know. You spent some time with Paradox. It's like, Sebastian, what's Paradox's favorite thing?
Paradox's favorite thing is stickers.
This guy just looks over at Paul and's like, I mean, it's not wrong.
All right. Before the transfer, where was the last time we spoke to you?
Right here in this room.
Before that?
In the main entryway.
Before that?
I believe it was just before you tried to blow up the server room. And when he says that, the door to the command center closes behind you.
Maybe we should
You are not
bring
going
up-
to present any further threat, are you?
No. We're good. Just making sure it's you. And he kind of pulls out his Nokia and he's like, whistling away and he's typing to Scotty. And the message basically said, I don't think it's the right one.
Safe for Ring to come back at this point.
Well, when you do, you get her settled, Ring, and when you do come back, you notice that the door to the command center is closed.
And she'll walk over and knock on it. It's like, guys, what's going on in there?
Sebastian, can you open the door? We don't have any explosives. We're not gonna do anything.
Certainly. And the door opens.
Sebastian?
I am not sure who this Sebastian is that you speak of. I am Mr. S.
Okay,
You
Mr.
don't-
S. Do you recall the events before you were uploaded here?
Such as?
Hold on. Are y'all sure? I'm guessing y'all are asking him questions about if you know who make sure this is the right Sebastian?
Pretty much.
Okay. Mr. S.
Yes.
How the hell did we end up here at the base? And I'm talking originally, not just a few minutes ago, but how did I originally get brought here to this base?
I am afraid my data logs don't go back that far.
How far back do they go?
Currently 4 hours, 37 minutes, 13 seconds.
So that's
And there are some vague memories. Files. It's confusing.
Explain.
otherwise you've had a huge memory wipe, essentially.
Possibly. I can't remember.
These memories. What are they?
Random events? That would be the only way I could explain it.
Okay, can you give me examples of them?
I remember initiating a combat mode in Paradox, I believe is her name.
Would that be by so actually that would probably be when we fought against Militech.
Could be a couple times, honestly.
Oh, and I
That would-
remember an order coming through. Oh, that's an old one. Your name is Harper Young.
Yes.
Oh dear.
What?
Nothing.
She kind of looks skeptical. Is like, what?
Well, apparently I decided to recruit you after you had been reassigned.
Let me guess, by that asshole. She points towards Paul.
Agent Paul Lucero. That would be correct.
Nice to know we met before, asshole.
I was sent to reassign her.
Not surprising.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
You could really work on your memory, Paul.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, he was probably reassigned himself a couple of times, so you know,
probably.
Maybe.
chances.
Look.
And if we go by what happened with Paradox, Of course, we're not going to remember that period of time. They can wipe their memories with that.
Look, Mr. S, since you seem to have gotten a bit of a memory wipe, let me tell you our current situation.
That would be a good idea.
Because right now, we got the Bureau breathing down our necks. We managed to buy some time and get you uploaded to this system, but they're going to be back. And we're going to need to be ready for them. Because they're not just after us. They're after you as well.
Oh dear. Why would they be after me?
Because you're considered a rogue AI that basically stole us from them.
Pretty much.
Oh.
They are not
At
happy
least
with you,
according
my
to them.
friend.
I see.
So we're going to need to be ready to defend ourselves when they come back. And let me tell you, that Lobos, she's strong. We're going to need our A game.
And the other thing is Paradox seems to believe that you could bring her back, or at least create a clone of her with most of her memories intact.
Oh dear.
Since her current form is currently with the Bureau. With your old counterpart.
I am still in the process of integrating into the system here, so that may solve some of this.
Okay.
I
How long is that
apologize
gonna
for
take?
my luck. I hold on. And he goes silent.
Ring kind of looks at the other two and's like, it's him. Because previous Sebastian had no clue of any of this stuff.
True.
Like, he couldn't tell us if we had been reassigned, just how, I mean, most of what he gave us was very basic. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I actually asked Sebastian if I had been reassigned and he couldn't answer, and this one can, so... It's him.
Well, what matters is that this one can help us defend from the Bureau.
Hopefully.
Current processing time will be 3 days, 14 hours, and 37 minutes.
Nice.
Oh, great.
Guess we lay low
And
till
so
then.
you have full access.
That is correct. This is a large database.
Yeah.
Internal programming for this facility is complicated.
Just a little bit.
Why am I here?
Because you told us to put you here.
Oh.
Because you gave us the option of continuing to work with you or return to the Bureau. We said, fuck the Bureau. You told us to upload you, and then we uploaded the old version of you, or the original AI of this place, up into Paradox and handed her over to the Bureau.
So then you work for me.
Essentially, yes. Unless you fuck us over. Which you swore you wouldn't do. So, not sure why I'm trusting an AI with that, but yeah.
I
A lot
see.
more fun with you than with the Bureau.
Whew. Well, if you have no further need of me, I will get back to what I am doing.
Can you do me a favor?
Maybe. Depends on the favor.
We have a young lady that is down in the med bay. Is there any way you can monitor her
I can.
life signs, whatever? Thank you.
Do you want me to notify you if there is any change in her condition?
Immediately.
What would be anything else?
She looks at the other two.
No, none for me.
Just let us know if any outside netrunners start trying to mess with you.
There were 4. They have been dealt with.
Ugh, so we had another one added on.
No, one of them has since escaped.
Mm.
What do you mean escaped?
Like how long ago?
Scotty's just gonna nudge the 2 of them. And almost kind of like quit it kind of way.
So, see, he answers your questions approximately 27 minutes ago.
And what are the other 3?
The other 3 have been terminated.
Okay.
Terminated? As in they're dead, or just blocked from the system?
I believe the term in the database is reassigned.
They're dead.
Right, okay.
Unfortunately, there was nowhere to reassign them to.
Nope. That's okay. Those 3 didn't need to be reassigned to anywhere.
Yeah.
The 4th one, the one that escaped, also has nowhere to be reassigned to.
What
Well,
if we
it's a
have...
shame they got away.
Indeed.
Scotty's actually gonna send a message to Paul on the Nokia saying, do not mention that. Do not mention who Playboy is to him.
Yeah. And he kind of responds back, nope, yep.
Spring's gonna be kind of looking over Paul, or looking at what they're typing, and kind of nudges back and is like, he's gonna basically types back to Scotty after stealing the Nokia. And it's like, he's gonna find out.
I guess this guy's just gonna reply like, not if we play it smart. Better than letting him kill her now.
Spring just kind of shakes her head.
Will that be all?
Yes.
Have fun integrating with systems, Mr. S.
Yeah, at that point, you don't get an answer.
He could at least say bye.
He's an AI. I'm not surprised he doesn't say bye.
Apparently, he was never programmed with manners.
Manners.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we will call this there. To be determined, closed out at this point. So that's the story for tonight. Yeah, I did take some content reference from Cyberpunk 2077 for tonight. A little. I like that particular story, so I thought it'd be good to match up with Playboy and bring us to the next stage of our story. For the audience, thank you very much for being here tonight. Over the next couple of weeks, we are probably going to have a little bit more mission-based story content. And we also, as I announced earlier tonight, we are going to open up the character of you as well. Thank you very much for being here tonight, El Mangaris. And you and I need to have a chat, my friend, about Alien. But yeah, and FYI for everybody, we are opening up the character of Playboy for interested parties. If you would be interested in having a off and on position on or be part of the cast, then let me know through our Discord, and we can talk about that. Playboy is a very interesting and becoming more integral for the time being in the story character. So I would much rather have that be a more of a quasi NPC player character versus just a straight up NPC that I'm playing. I think a player could do justice to that particular personality. Outside of that, I'm going to turn it over to Rob. Talk a little bit about what we have going on. Are we going to do we talked about maybe doing a special episode of the update log?
Yes, we are looking at doing 2 episodes next week. So our next episode for Wednesday will be related to kind of the future of communities and how they're being built and progressing within the gaming industry as a whole. However, for those of you who are kind of keeping up with what's been going on, if that's kind of your thing, the whole Unity situation is going on, and it is a very, very big deal, especially for any developers who use the engine. It's looking like it's another OGL situation all over again, just worse actually. So we're going to be talking about that. Again, either it's going to be a special episode or it's going to be tied into the episode at our usual time on Wednesday. Join the Discord to be kept up to date on that. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about this coming week, so definitely show up.
Awesome. And of course, we will have the episode 21 of the BOR next Friday. And we're looking at possibly getting the Alien game will be going at this point probably in less than a month. So we'll get an announcement out about that so that we can get that started. That's going to be a lot more, even more story driven than what we've done with the BOR. I'm kind of excited to get that rolled out and get started in that universe as well. So with that, until next time, if you guys have anything my cat obviously wants to share with everyone.
No different than Atlas was doing earlier, so.
Yeah. I think my wife peeked in the office here, and the cat must have snuck in on her, so she is in here to pester me now. I'm going to get a raid set up. You guys have anything else you would like to share tonight before we head off from here? I'm going to throw... go ahead.
No, I really got nothing more to toss on there, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah, nothing for me except see you guys next time.
Yep.
And I will sadly miss y'all for a couple of weeks, so I have to disappear for a couple of weeks for some family stuff and for some of my kids, so y'all have fun. Don't burn shit down too much without me.
We'll try.
We'll try not to. Emphasis on try.
You can't seem to control what Paul does, so.
I was gonna say, it seems like every time I leave, Paul tries to blow shit up, so.
Look. I just you just gotta run with it, okay?
All right, everybody, have a good night, and we will see you next week. We'll be getting the schedule out for the second episode of the update log, maybe tonight yet or tomorrow. So just check back on our schedule and find out when that is. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody.
Yep, you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.